Ladies and gentlemen, an 11-year cycle has been broken. Erik ten Hag is the first manager since Sir Alex Ferguson to survive a 2 years spell without getting sacked. Erik ten Hag is here to stay. We're going to talk about Erik ten Hag's contract extension, and now we are ready to cook. This is breaking news. This is Mick Ruby. Let's do this. Let's get into the vibe and to the show. Let's jump right into it. Breaking news. Well, people, it came out today from Strategy News and from all over the Twitter. This is written by my colleague Dale O'Donnell from Strategy News as well. Lots of hard work ahead as Erik ten Hag signs a new contract extension. And boy, am I very happy about this. If we just backtrack a couple of months ago, and with all these speculations of Erik ten Hag getting sacked, most media pundits and some social influencers, some channels calling for ten Hag's head. Even it took to the point that we did a strategical review. Ineos were interviewing potential candidates for potential replacement. There was Thomas Tuchel, there was Southgate report. Yuck, I know what you're thinking, Southgate. And there was a whirlwind of speculation until they decided, nah, ten Hag is the guy, ten Hag is the one that can lead us forward. So we have some breaking news and silence of the lamb. And a sigh of relief, to be honest, because now we can move forward. Am I more happy than this? Because I was ten Hag in all the way. I never thought that sacking a manager is good enough, especially when you need to get rid of the deadwood and get in new backbone staff in terms of the rebuild. And that is now being complete. Now let's continue into this. As it says here from Dale O'Donnell that ten Hag has signed a new contract extension with Manchester United at 2026. So it's a contract extension, meaning there was a lot of speculation surroundings. Ten Hag has been negotiating. What is this extension all about? Well, the manager's previous deal was set until 2025. So he had 1 year left on his contract, but we can only assume, according to what Dale is also saying, that it will be extended again if ten Hag matches the club's expectations and the ambitions with the next upcoming 2 years. Now, pause there for a second. So for me, that seems like, Erik, you're the man to lead it forward. We will give you 1 year extra extension because your previous contract was on 2025. So we just extended 1 more year and see how you can cook. We're giving you all the ingredients now. So the backroom stuff is fully completed now. You know, we have Omar Barada starting. Dan Ashwood is starting as well now. It's all completed. We have Jason Wilcox. We have the head of recruitment. I can't remember what it was named right now, but everything is there in place right here, right now. A total football operation. And that is music and mind-boggling in my mind, because especially if you lived under the rock, under the Glazers for 11 years, we had bankers running the show. So now we have, instead of 5 bankers, we have football operations replaced. 5 football operations replaced, or even 6, and a proper head of medical. So for me, that is fantastic. And that might be so like under this new establishment with the backing, with the head coach role with ten Hag, and also with the support of recruiting the best in class Heinke in there, and also Ruud van Nistelrooy, part of the backroom staff and backroom coaches. Ten Hag can only get better. Will be a 5-star Michelin chef. Just focus on putting in the right ingredients, recruiting the right players, and off we go. He cannot be set up for failure, according to my opinion, and with this structure. So I'm proud that Ineos actually saw the forest from the trees and actually gave him another year contract extension. As we know, United finished 8th in the Premier League season. We know it was dire, but he got into a Europa League by winning us the FA Cup. So for me, forget about everything that happened last season. We all know it, all the injuries. But in fact, that he'd been into 3 finals in 2 years of his tenure and got 2 trophies. That is massive news. So I am happy regarding it. Ten Hag is also happy, and he given a quote via the brilliant Andy Mitten. I am very pleased to have reached agreement with the club to continue working together. Quote, that's what he said. Looking back at the past 2 years, we can reflect with pride on 2 trophies and many examples of progression from where we were when I joined. 100%. He's the most successful manager since Sir Alex Ferguson left. I mean, just look at it. In 2 years, he finished third, and of course, he finished eighth. But still, you know, two trophies in 2 seasons. Nobody's done it. You know, Jose Mourinho said in 2017 season to finish second and winning the Europa League, that was his biggest achievement. But now, working under the Glazers' ownership and getting two trophies in 2 seasons, that is remarkable. He also added, we must also be clear that there's still some hard work ahead. There is a lot of hard work ahead, and the transfer window is open. And the transfer window also needs to be cut out the forest and the trees so you can see a clear vision in skies. We have a potentially 10 men out where we can actually save 300 million, or actually raise 300 million. And we're going to do a video about this later on in this evening show. It's not all about transfers in, but also transfers out. United's newly appointed sporting director Dan Ashworth reflected on the new ways by saying, with 2 trophies in the 2 past seasons, Ten Hag has reinforced his record as one of the most consistent, successful coaches in European football. This comes out from Dan Ashworth, with some media reported that Dan Ashworth, he pushed for Southgate. I think that Dan Ashworth knows what football is, and Dan Ashworth had his say in Ten Hag's appointment. While the club's review of the last season highlighted areas of improvement, it's also reached to a clear conclusion that Ten Hag was the best partner for us to work with it, diving up standards and outcomes. So now we're talking about standards and outcomes and bringing up the youth and developing a youth. This comes out from the sporting director, Dan Ashworth himself. The group of players and staff have already shown that they're capable of competing with a winning at the top level. Now we need to do it more consistently. And to do it consistently, and that is the spine, that is the backbone that's just been added. And Ten Hag has just been given all the ingredients he can do to cook up a storm, a 5-course meal, a 5-star restaurant, and a Michelin star. So listen, with our strength in football leadership team now in place, we are looking forward to working hand in hand with Erik to achieve our shared ambition for this football club. Guys, I want to hear from you. What is your thoughts and opinions? I mean, the last part, the group of players and staff already shown that they're capable of doing stuff and winning at top level, right? Now we need more consistency. And if you look at especially what Ratcliffe was saying, like, it's not always the coach's fault, it's the entire environment. But he also says here with a very important statement, with us strengthening our football leadership, putting the right people in place, we are looking forward to working hand in hand with Erik ten Hag to achieve our shared ambitions in the club. Ladies and gentlemen, Manchester United, sleeping giant, has just woken up. Congratulations, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, for not doing the clear and obvious what the Glazers used to do. The second manager after 18 months. I'm proud of this club right now. I will back this appointment. I will back this Ineos revolution, and let us see what happens next. It's an unwritten chapter. It's a story. It's a book that you just have to turn the page. And this is, to me, Manchester United has turned the page, and it's a blank canvas for now. Right people in place, right coaching staff in place, backing the manager, and now the transfer window is so important. We are seeing that we are linked to a lot of players. We are moving quicker in the market, but we also need to get rid of players that Ten Hag said is not good enough. It might be a sale of Harry Maguire, Victor Lindelof, Luke Shaw, even Marcus Rashford. Nobody really is safe. This is going to be very interesting to see. And for me, next season will be even better to watch. Potentially, we will see a fantastic brand of football under Erik ten Hag, who says he's going to play the Ajax way, but he couldn't do that last season due to the personnel and the injuries. With adding on the backroom staff in Henke, in Ruud van Nistelrooy, this is going to be legendary to watch. Manchester United are back, not really as of yet, but we are definitely aiming to the top. Let me know, guys, in the comment section, what do you think? For me, this is the best news you could start on a Thursday, and here we go. We move forward. Guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. We should be back later on to do a transfer out show, because window is not always about getting players in, but you also get to get players out. And we're going to discuss potentially how Manchester United could raise 300 million by selling a certain types of players. Guys, thank you for watching. Please tune in and like and subscribe. This has been Mick Ruby from MUFC Realist TV. Peace, love, and goodbye.
Thank you so much for stopping by and watching MUFC Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.